Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. To all those who are subscribing, I'm really grateful. So today I'm going to show you how to cut and sew a basic bodice which is also fully lined. Yeah, let's get into the video. So here I started by marking my full length at 24.5 inches. I had already added the sewing allowance, which is 0.5. So the next thing that I marked was my shoulders to waist at 17.5. I also marked my shoulders to bust. My shoulders to bust at 8 inches. I then marked my shoulders measurements at my shoulders line and at my bust line, which is 7.2, and I drew a line to connect the points together. And for my neckline curve, I'll go down by 3 inches and I'll go vertically by 3 inches again, and I'll use that to curve my neckline, my front neckline. I will then go down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant. At my bust line, I'll be marking my bust round. And from my shoulder slant to my bust line point, I'll take half measurement of that line and I'll mark a point. On the point that I made, I'll go inwards by 0.5 inches and I will use that to make my armhole curve. At my waistline, I'm going to mark my waist round measurements and I will join them together with my bust round measurements using a straight line. At my full length, I will mark my hip round measurements and connect them with my waist round measurements using a straight line. So I'm now marking my nipple point. Now I want to mark my darts, and at my waist point I'll deduct the 1 inch allowance and I'll take the measurements of the remaining line and divide it by 2 and mark a point. Where I have made the point, I'll stand and mark 0.5 on one side and 0.5 on the other side. So now I want to cut the back, and I'll start by measuring 2 inches from the edge and I will join the points with a straight line. I will place my front part on the 2-inch line that I marked and pin it down. I will then go down by 1.5 inches for my neckline curve, my back neckline curve. I marked my darts just the way as I had marked for the front darts. Here is the lining that I'll be using. So I placed my front part on the lining and I pinned it down, and I'm going to cut the lining using the front pattern. I will do the same for the back and cut the lining. I started by stitching the darts for both the fabrics and the lining. So I'll go ahead and place right sides facing each other for the fabric and the lining, and I'll stitch on the neckline. On the neck curve for both the front and the back. This is how it looks after I've stitched the neck round, and I snipped and I top stitched on the fabric, and I pressed with an iron for both the back and the front. I would place the back and the front right sides facing each other and stitch at my shoulder line with 0.5 inch allowance. I am done stitching the shoulders, and this is how it looks. Since it is a sleeveless basic bodice, I will stitch my arm, and this is how I'll do it. Just watch. I'll turn them around right sides facing each other, and I'll stitch with 0.5 allowance to the end. So this is how it looks after I'm done stitching, and I'll go ahead and iron it. With my top placed like this, I will take the two sides, right sides facing each other, and stitch to the end with 1 inch allowance. This is how it looks after I have stitched the sides and pressed it. Now I am going to split the back in half for my zip. I am done splitting into half. I'll go ahead and turn them, having my right sides facing each other, and I'll stitch with 0.5 to the end. I'm done stitching and I left a small space for me to turn the top inside out. I will mark 1 inch where I will be placing my zip. I will be putting a hidden zip, and now I want to place it on so that I can sew it. I am done placing my zip and I want to fold the excess part of the zip on the top, and this is how I'll do it. Just watch it. I don't know how I'll explain it to you. On this lower part, I will fold it like this and stitch downwards with 1 inch. So that's how it turned out after stitching to the bottom, and this is how it looks on the outside part. So this is how it turned out. I think it looked really good. If at all you enjoyed the video, like, share, comment and subscribe for more of these easy and simple tutorials.